It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Allen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 47. His first throw is an interception. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 41. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's got a man left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. It depended the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He puts some air under a deep throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Let's go.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Go.
Here he is on third and long. Searching. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's on the move. The ball is loose. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Let's go now.
He breaks the tackle, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Ready.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. This our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, set.
This is Allen on the give. Still going past the 15. And his gate is stopped on what's going to be the final play of... Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
To the air, third and long. He has the first over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set it down.
60 Bison.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go.
Setting up a throw. Allen there to haul it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
On the jump.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Given 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's Allen again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw it here. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Back to the air following the pick-6. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought to... That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Set. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down.
Let's take 19.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game before halftime. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Roll, roll, roll. Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. Cut out left. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets the first just before he's tackled.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum.
And they take this in for the score. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming here from the 12. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll throw to begin this drive. Getting out to his left. By a man, and now he's in the clear.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, but even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 28. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. Escapes out to the left. Now he'll throw deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight. Set up. Panther 11. Panther 11. Set up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Second and 13. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Flush down out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he gets this forward to the 19.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 19. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Come on. Set. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Pass play now. Allen on the catch. And this one does not go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 18. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Cup 19. Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Walker hauls it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
19 Lions. Ready.
Second and 6 now. Escapes the pocket.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as the QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling left, buying some time. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
Here we go, set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And that throw just too high for him. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you got 2 more downs to try to find a first.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
And he can't reel it in, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
So he scooped the fumble, and now he gets home and drops the quarterback for a sack. You know what that tells me about this linebacker? He's not afraid to put his face in the fan and fight through some guys to make some game-changing plays.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He'll get it at the 9. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it'll be Seahawks football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Now he takes it just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
He's got some. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got 4th down.
Okay, break. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
And they're going for this. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter.
On the go.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds a man right side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Ready up.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
His pass caught by Allen. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have likely locked up the win right there. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Getting out to his left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing, and at least.
Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Julian Blackman, and the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Got it. Ready.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
18. Pioneer. Set up.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Offense in the hurry up here.
72. Last thing, 19.
Pass play on first and 10. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Seahawks get it back after making their third first-half interception. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Set up.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Escapes out to the left. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Warrior 70. 70 range. 70 range. Hut.
Looking for a throw here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Go.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go. Ready?
Now looking to throw. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Desperation time here on 4th. On the move, headed right. The ball is out. And this one goes out of bounds, but whether they recover it or not, it doesn't matter. Possession still changes with a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to the air here. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. So we're down to a 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. As the open man downfield. And he crosses midfield before going out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go. Set.
They'll throw it. Flushed out now to his left. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The Giants using their first timeout. 2nd and 3 now.
Come 19! Come 19!
From the 29. He's going deep. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Go!
They go play action here. Finds his target, Allen.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll throw it again. He's on the move. On the run, heaving it back across the field. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over.